Thank you so much for watching yet another video with me today. As you can see, it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day here in Cleveland. I figured I'd do another unboxing and install video of my BlackVue 4K dash cam. Thank you so much to BlackVue for providing me with this collaboration opportunity. I really appreciate you guys. As you guys know, I love my car and I love protecting my car and making sure no one damages it. So I think a BlackVue 4K dash cam would be the best way to do so. I've wanted a dash cam for a very, very long time now, but I couldn't pick out a high resolution dash cam that would fit my needs, and I'm really excited to install this one into my car. This is a 4K dash cam, so I think it'll give me the best way to protect my car from crazy drivers out there, get their license plate, get what their car looks like in, higher resolution. So that's kind of why I thought this would be a great addition to the car. So without further ado, I'll get into this video. It's beautiful out here today. I'll grab the box, we'll go outside in the backyard, and we'll unbox it, take a look at what's inside the box, then we'll go over to the car again, and we'll install it in the car. So I won't ramble much longer. I'm sure you guys are excited to see this as much as I am. Yeah, I'll go grab the box.
There we go.
Alright, so I open up the box. First off, top of the box, it comes with one item. Looks like it comes with another box and a third box. So there are 3 boxes that it came with. So just kind of run down on what I got. Came with the actual dash cam, 2 dash cams, 4K, front and rear dash cam. I received a Power Magic Ultra battery for parking mode, so whenever the car is off, I can use this battery instead of my car's battery in order to continue to record, which is awesome. I'm really excited about that. It also came with a handy dandy bag. That's really cool design. I really like how it has the cams on there, the dash cams on there, and in the box it came with a few stickers. It also came with a nice BlackVue cap, as well as a shirt. It says BlackVue on the front. BlackVue on the front and BlackVue on the rear of it. Very cool. Thank you so much, guys. And then the last thing it came with is a BlackVue mug. Wow. Thank you so much, BlackVue. I really, really appreciate you guys. I'm very thankful for this opportunity. If you guys are interested in a similar BlackVue dash cam, be sure to check them out. I'll leave the link in the description below. So in the box, as you see, this is the actual dash cam. I'll go ahead and open it up. And here in the box we have the actual BlackVue dash cam. I believe the bigger one is going to be the front dash cam. Then this one's the rear dash cam. When you open it up, you have the 2 dash cams. You have some tape on the back. So then we have the dash cams. Along with the dash cams, it comes with a nice little starter guide. It's a manual that explains pretty much everything about the camera, which I'm really excited to look more into. As you know, I don't know everything about it, but I'm very excited to learn more and more about it. So thank you so much, really appreciate that. Then it has a little trap door here. I believe behind the trap door, I'm assuming would be a charger, if I'm not mistaken. So behind the behind the back door, you open it up, and we have a few things here. Wow, that's a lot more than I expected. Okay, makes sense. So, a few wires here. Okay, so my assumption would be that this one is for the front-facing dash cam. This is the charger for to go from the battery. Looks like from the battery to the actual charger, so that's for power supply. This is if you're using hardwire, and this is if you were using the actual socket in the car, the cigarette port, if I'm saying that correctly. And then I'm assuming this would be the wire that goes from the rear-facing dash cam. And once we get into the actual installation part of the video, I'll be sure to talk about it more, but comes with 3 different wires here. I'm assuming this is for if you wanted to hook it up without hard wiring. This is if you wanted to hardwire, and then I believe this would be for the rear dash cam. And then along with that comes a few other goodies in this Ziploc bag. This is obviously for the panels. This is when you're going to be hiding the hardwire. I'm definitely going to hardwire mine. I do like the sleek look of hardwiring things. I really like even this thing. It looks very hard and like it wouldn't break very easily. Very nice product in order to hide wiring. So I'm very excited they provided me with that. Also comes a BlackVue. Oh wow, this looks like almost like oh, this is an adapter. So when you're recording, you're going to be recording to a BlackVue SD card that it comes with, 64 gigabyte, and I believe this is to plug into your computer so then you can look back at the files if you have to. Along with that, it comes with 3M tape. This is going to be for the front-facing camera, and then I see another 3M tape. I'm assuming this is going to be for the rear-facing camera. That's really cool. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. And then I believe these little things that it comes with is for the wires, in case you are doing the rear and you want to tuck the wires and hide them very nicely when you're hiding the wires from the rear dash cam, and maybe even the front ones. That's what you're going to use these, and they're really nice because they came with a 3M tape side as well. So I'm really excited for that. Thank you guys so much. That's the actual box that it comes. The dash cam comes in with. Comes with the memory card itself, the micro SD card. It comes with a little tool in order to hide the wiring, and then it comes with a few of these little goodies like 3M tape to the actual dash cams on the front and rear, and then also 3M little pieces that help you hide the wiring. So I'm really excited for that. So this is the BlackVue Power Magic Ultra battery box, as I had mentioned before. I'll go ahead and open that up as well. Okay, so I'm going to set all of this stuff aside. Oh wow, so this is the actual battery itself. It's a very big unit, as you would assume, but I'm really excited to actually put this to use and you know, have my car in parking mode and have the ability to run my dash cam even when my car is off without utilizing the battery and draining the battery from the car. So this is a really cool feature to use. If you guys are interested in a similar one, be sure to check them out. I'll leave the link in the description as well. And it looks like this is the actual extension portion. This shows where the one camera is going to go, the other camera, then there's a USB port, and then it, depending on how you have it wired, if you have it wired hardwire, you'd put it in hardwire setting, and if you have it in the cigarette lighter, you would put it in cigarette lighter mode, obviously. So you have the dash cam, and then I believe this is the expansion. So yeah, I'm very excited to actually install this as well. Thank you so much again to BlackVue. I really appreciate you guys. So that's what comes, the actual batteries at the bottom, and then I would believe this would be the actual wiring. I'll open it up so you guys can see what's actually inside as well. Last part, my apologies for the airplane in the background. It comes with the actual wiring. This is for the battery itself. Another wire for the battery. I believe this is if it's going to go to the cigarette lighter. And this is if it's going to be hardwired to the actual battery. And then this portion, it actually goes to the fuse box. So this looks very similar to my hardwire kit when I was using it for my radar. It has to go to the fuses, and then you take out the fuses, and when you take them out, you put the fuses back into here, into these slots, and then this portion actually goes into the fuses. So I'm very excited for it. It looks like it also came with some Velcro, so that's really cool. I bet that's for the batteries, so you can put it where you want it, maybe underneath your seat, hide it, and so it's very discreet, but you can also, you know, have it to use, but you don't have it just sitting out in the car. So very excited. Thank you so much to BlackVue. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to shoot me a comment below. The wiring that it comes with for the battery, for the hardwire kit. This is for the cigarette light portion. It comes with some fuses as well. And then it comes with the actual user manual for the battery itself. So that's what comes in this one. I know I said I wasn't going to show you what the camera looks like, but I caved. I wanted to show you before I went into the car. Look how beautiful that camera looks. I mean, both cameras. I mean, look at that. That looks amazing. I'm speechless on how good these dash cams look. I'm really excited to install them and really test them to see how of great quality they are. I've heard nothing but great things about BlackVue, so I'm very, very excited to install these in my car. You guys know I love my car, and I only install, you know, the highest quality parts for my car, and I'm really excited to install this dash cam made by BlackVue. If you guys are interested in a similar dash cam, be sure to check them out. I'll have the link in my description below. But look at that. That looks amazing. Alright, enough of that. I'll go head over to my car. We'll get this installed. We'll take a look at what they look like inside, and I'll give you guys my first impressions once I get them installed. The manuals, I'm realizing how well thought of everything was with this dash cam. I'm really excited. You know, everything from just this locking mechanism for the front dash cam, adjusting it on the angle, to this bottom piece right here. It's very hard to focus for some reason, but that portion shows you the micro SD card slot. It has the power supply, and then it has a cable for the rear view dash cam, and it also has a Wi-Fi button. So I think that Wi-Fi button is for cloud, in terms of, you know, setting it up so you don't have to record everything to your memory card only. So I'm really excited for that. I think that's the reasoning behind it, but I have to read a little more into it. As you guys know, I'm very new to this, but yeah, I'm really excited to install the front one. I know it's impossible to get this to be 100% perfect, but I figured the best place to place it would be to have the camera, which is on the right hand side of this mount, be pretty much dead center of where this mirror connector piece is. I figured I'd go ahead and kind of install the mount portion a little bit to the right hand side. Another thing that I kept in mind that I just thought of, if you have a limited vehicle, or a vehicle that has an auto dimming mirror, you want to be careful on the backhand side. You want to take a look at where your sensors are. I'm not sure how much it would affect it, but I figured it would be a best idea to stay away from putting the front dash cam in the way of that. So mine is right here, and you could probably just feel it out, and it's right at the bottom, pretty much right here on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and avoid putting it anywhere right here, just so it doesn't get in the way. And then I'm going to try to mount the actual front dash cam as close as possible to the right hand side, so it doesn't get in the way of the auto dimming. And it also has this camera on the most center portion. I don't know, I'm just kind of being OCD, but I figured it would be best to have it dead center. So that's what I'm going to do with mine. If you guys are interested in, you know, installing yours, I would suggest doing the same thing, just to avoid that auto dimming mirror, the sensor, which is right behind there. And then also installing it just so it's almost dead center. So I'm going to go ahead and install mine so my camera's pretty much dead center of that line. First things first, I figured I'd go ahead and pop that SD card in there. Very cool that BlackVue provides you with an SD card, micro SD card. I think that's really awesome. But yeah, I'm going to go pop that in and then get started with the wiring on the front dash cam. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab this front dash cam, get it installed. I'm going to try to get it as centered as possible, right to the right hand side of the actual radar, so we don't get in the way of the auto dimming mirror. We're going to go ahead and work on the wiring for the rear dash cam over to the front dash cam, and then the power supply from the actual front dash cam over to the power bank or power battery, I'd say. But yeah, we got those both stickied on. Just make sure you clean it good, just so the 3M sticks properly, and then yeah, we'll get the battery in the glove department and we'll do the rest of the wiring. As you can see, I have the rear dash cam up there. I have all the wires tucked in. They're going up through the headliner this way, and then they're coming around this way, all the way around here. Then I tuck the wire in through there, this way, through here, all the way over here. Over here I stopped, tucked the wire over here, and then it goes to over here. I have to tuck it a little better over here, but we're getting closer. I have it wired over here. And now the last thing that I have to do is, I've been just running the battery, the Magic Pro, through the port here. So I'm going to go ahead and hardwire it. I'm thinking of taking the battery itself. It's a pretty big battery, as you guys saw. So I'm thinking of taking it and wiring it through the driver's side seat, just so I can tuck all the wiring through here and then over to the fuse box. So I'm going to go ahead and set down the camera and then I'll get working on that. Battery, it's a pretty big battery. I got it from underneath the passenger side seat. I'm going to put it underneath the driver's side seat just so it's easier to wire it from the fuse box. First thing I'm going to go ahead and do is tuck this wire in all the way down here. It's kind of a pain to do, so we'll see how it goes. We'll get it over here nice and tucked away, and then we'll get it to go through here, down here, and hide it away, and then under the seat so you can't see it. And then once we do that, we'll work on the other wire from here to the fuse box. Progress, did the wire from the dash cam to the battery, which is underneath the seat. I tucked the wire in nicely, kind of a pain just because I have the radar dash cam wire there. I have two other wires, so there's 3 wires going through the same liner, but we did go ahead and tuck it in. I like what I did here. It's nice and tucked in, it's not showing. I ran it through here, through the liner here, down here. I took this part out just so I can get it nicely tucked away. We run the wire all the way down here. I cut a little hole down here in the carpet where the battery is going to go. And then, so the wire goes down here. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and get the second part done as well. That's going to be the wire from here to the fuse box. So I'll catch up with you guys after I get that part done. The only thing that's left to do is do the power supply for the battery, which is under my seat because it's a pretty big unit. And then into the fuse box here. So first we're going to check which fuse is the best to tap into. I already have one tapped into, which is my radar, so I'll have to figure out another one to tap into because that one's already in use. So I'll just set the camera down for a moment and we'll take a look. Into the manual, you pretty much just use any accessory fuse that's 10A or less in your interior fuse panel. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the fuse door out so I can see the diagram of all the fuses, and then we'll figure out which one we'll plug into. Here's the actual kit you use to tap into the fuse panel. Yeah, we have that. There's 3 different sizes. I think we'll use the smallest one. But let's go ahead and grab the fuse cover off so we can see the different fuses that we can possibly tap into. Oh, we have one right here, cigarette 10A. So I'm going to go ahead and use that cigarette 10A light fuse to tap into. It's 10A, that's what they said, 10A or less. This is the one that most people use, but like I said, I already used it for my radar, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one. There's the ground wire, which you just have to find a spot to put it to. And then you also have the accessory wire, so you have to crimp this to that, and then once you got that on there, then you can just take out one of the fuses, which we're doing the 10A cigarette lighter, as I said, and then just put the fuse into here, and then put this obviously in the fuse panel, and then we should be good to go. Inner is a 10, outer is a 20, and then you crimp this wire to the accessory wire. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some pliers and then crimp those 2 together, and then I'm going to look for a good ground for this. Probably won't be able to see. There's no room to put the camera over here, but I'll try anyways. If you could see right there, I got the ground set up. The other side is where the radar was, and then the left-hand side is the dash cam. So probably very shaky, probably can't see, but I figured I'd try to show you. If I can't show you, just find a good spot. It shouldn't be too bad, but we got the grounds, and then now we just gotta tuck the wire a little bit and then go to the fuse panel portion. Dirty carpet, but I think I tried to show you guys, but the ground is pretty much, the wire's tucked from over here, and then there's a few good spots for grounds right there. It's really hard to get a camera underneath. I tried to get it for you guys, but you probably won't be able to see. So yeah, got the ground nice and ready over here. And now for the last part, getting the actual fuse back in the fuse panel, and then just tucking all these wires away and putting it away, and then we should be all good to go. Alright, so yeah, there we go. We got them back, the fuses back in. We used a 20A on the outside part, 10A on the inside part, plugged it in, got the ground wire in. Now we just tuck the wires in, and we should be good to go. Alright, so you by no means needed to take off this side piece. I just took it off thinking I could find a more readily available ground, but turns out there really wasn't much here. But I really like this, taking this off, because then you can really tuck in the wires nicely through this portion, from going from the one dash cam to the other one, and then tucking in all the wires. It makes it a lot easier with this off, so definitely suggest that. Get that clipped in. Get this back into place. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys checking out my video. Sorry for the squeak. I just washed my mats while I was waiting for the files to transfer over, but quick rundown of what I did. I first installed the front dash cam dead center on the rear view mirror. I wired, there's two wires. One wire is for the power source and one going to the rear view dash cam. The one going to the rear view dash cam I wired through the panel right here, the panel through here. Then I went over here, all the way down, over here, over there, this way, all the way across till I hit the end of it. So that was from the front dash cam to the rear dash cam. As for the power supply, the amp itself, I'll show you guys in a second, is a pretty, not amp, I'm sorry, the battery itself is a very big battery. It's the Magic Pro. It's one of the biggest ultra batteries, so it is huge, but you know, it does keep the charge much longer. So I went with the power hardwire. I had it wired over here at first. This wire is gonna go. I have no need for it anymore. Just wanted to eliminate wires so they're not dangling like this. So I had the second wire for the power source go through here, through the inner lining, down this way, and then through here. I took this panel off in order to do so. Then through here, then I cut a little hole right here so it could go through the carpet, and then underneath I put the battery itself. And then there's another wire that's going from the battery through here to the fuse box area over here. As I showed you guys, I had the ground installed over here, and then the fuse panel is in here, so obviously it went over here. And then I did not tuck it away yet. I wanted to show you the actual battery supply. So it is huge. As you can see, the battery is huge. I switched the power supply from the cigarette lighter over to the hard wire, which goes to the fuse panel. One thing you have to make sure you also do, can't really show you guys, but there's a switch on there to go from hardwire to cigarette lighter. You gotta go to hardwire, obviously. Make sure you do that. I made sure everything worked. I made sure that the battery does not charge while the car is off, obviously, because then this battery would make the other battery die. So there's an app that I installed. I'd suggest you do so as well, just to make sure you plug it into a fuse panel that won't charge the battery at all times, making the other battery die. But yeah, other than that, everything's very straightforward. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like this video, be sure to like this video, comment below if you have any suggestions for me for future videos. I love making videos like this. I have more and more parts coming. I have a part that just came in today that I'm going to do an install on, and I plan to do more and more with this car. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a like. Comment below if you have any suggestions for me for future videos. If you guys are interested in checking out other videos, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are interested in the BlackVue dash cam or the Magic Pro Ultra battery as well, be sure to check out the link in the description below. I'll leave it down there. Thank you so much to BlackVue. I really appreciate you guys, reaching out to me with the collaboration opportunity. Very thankful for it, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.